and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Houston Rockets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now. And the Houston Rockets starting five.
The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Gordon is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Wood in at the five, down low. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards, and it's Vanderbilt in at the four. Now here's Towns. Lets it go from 14. Drained for 2 points.
You know, with his three-point shooting and inside scoring ability, I think that's the key shot for Towns. The in-between mid-range shot, and he's pretty much unguardable when he's knocking that down.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Houston. Russell passes to Vanderbilt, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Green, the pass to Wood. The shot's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Vanderbilt. A drive by Russell. And again, it's Minnesota.
You know, I love seeing players use the middle of the court. It just opens up your options. And for a guy like Russell, it gives him a lot of freedom offensively.
Now here's Gordon. Pass to Wood. Now here's Green. Just 5 on the clock. Wood finds Green. And it's Russell with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Russell. Buries the long-range jumper. Russell's got 5.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign. A true leader on and off the floor. Wall is a super charitable guy.
No doubt about it, G.A. I mean, he raised money for rent assistance. He donated N95 masks and meals at the hospitals, and that was done just in the last year or so. Very, very outgoing with his generosity.
And he makes that one.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 5. 17-foot shot on the way. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Wall against Russell. Wall's shot is good. Wall's got his second basket.
Wall is so strong, he's able to brush off contact and still find ways to creatively score.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and make smooth adjustments midair.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Prince is checked in for Vanderbilt. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Beasley's checked in for Noel. And it's Patrick Beverly in for D'Angelo Russell. Now here's Beverly. Converts on the jumper for the easy two. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
And still refining his shot release. Still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Towns gets it to go.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills. And, you know, when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
And here's a look at some numbers for Dennis Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. Put up about 15 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Free throw good. Porter. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Timberwolves leading by 3. Inside, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Schroeder dishes to Porter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Beasley, the pass to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. To the paint. And that one's good. Beverly.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in it.
Towns against Porter. Shoots over Towns, and Houston again with the bucket.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. Now, John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA, and he knows the importance of keeping teams honest with his perimeter shot.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing me of being able to knock down open shots.
Well, Greg, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
We've got Prince. Beasley is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Towns, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. That puts them in the lead. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
Nice dribble move that time by Schroeder. He's got a little bit of playground in his game. Most guys do that.
Passes it to Prince. Beverley looking around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Beverley's got 7 points.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Schroeder. And he banks in the lane. Schroeder's got it all tied up now for Houston.
And, you know, give Schroeder credit. Taking the contact like a man and staying in control.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it. And after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Vanderbilt's checked in for Towns. Edwards comes in for Taurean Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Now, here's Green. Back to Wall. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wall's got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets.
Quick decision maker. Wall is really good at reading defenses and knowing when to shoot off the catch.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Vanderbilt. And again, it's Minnesota.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Wall against Russell. Unloads from 13. And off the glass. That one's good. Wall's got 7 now in this quarter.
When it comes to the jump shot and jump shooting, I think this is Wall's most natural range, right in this area.
Here's Russell. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Wood. Over Russell. And Wood, the bucket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Wood's got his second bucket of the game to go.
But Wood has a really solid jump shot, and that one well within his range.
Now Edwards. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Gordon. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
Russell against Wall. Floats it up for Wood. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Eric Gordon. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Tate kicks the wall. And there's the drive. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Vanderbilt. Back to Russell. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Here's Russell following the basket by John Wall. Edwards passes to Vanderbilt. And good that time. Vanderbilt's got 4 points this quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Wall against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, it should be fun.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
What a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 18 points and 1 rebound. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And, Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. The second-year guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And, light the fire under the starters, baby.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so in the game for the Rockets. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Jason Tate out there with Wood, and it's Wall in at the point.
You get open, and Wall will find you. He's got one of the best assist averages in NBA history.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
Now, here's Green. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Free throw good, Green. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
And that one's good. Towns.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
There's the pass to Towns from 15 feet away. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall finds Green. And he makes good on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Russell passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Noel. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Towns, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. It's Wall with the drive. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And your Timberwolves dancer.
Minnesota making some changes. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Malik Beasley comes in for Noel. And it's Patrick Beverly in for D'Angelo Russell. And a switch here also for Houston. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for John Wall. Kicks it out to Gordon. Green passes to Tate. Down low, Gordon. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 4-point Rocket lead. Right wing. Here's Towns, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half. Schroeder outside. Green passes to Wood. Count it.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well, and these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Wood no good on the free throw.
And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Here's Beasley. The Rockets making the shot. Shoots over Schroeder. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Beasley.
Well, That's sharp shooting there from Beasley. Normally we see him a lot deeper, but that time he chose to step inside the line.
From 12 feet out, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Towns, the pass to Prince. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Rockets making a switch here.
5th in points off turnovers, 14th in steals, and they were in the top half of the league in terms of blocks. They didn't have the kind of menacing presence in the paint as some other teams, but they were still a factor.
And Greg, you talked about their points off turnovers. Not many teams were better at making the most of their opponent's mistakes. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 5. Beasley outside. Towns finds Beasley. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Beasley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's Beasley's shot right there. He loves to rise and fire and knock him down from behind the arc.
Here's Porter. Martin trying to free himself up. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Green gets it to go.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Beverly against Porter. And Beverly kicks to Beasley. And another 3 for Minnesota.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And so is Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, you've got Russell. Beasley is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position. Shot clock at 6. Here's Noel. Drops in the layup for 2. Noel's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Boy, that's a nice drive by Wall. He is still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hands.
There's Russell with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Russell's got 21 in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Now, here is Russell. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Timeout call for Rockets. And something this team wants from Russell, his ability, Clark, to close games out on offense.
Yeah, and that's something you grow into, Kevin. I mean, Russell is starting to develop that part of his game, but to create on his own, he knows how to do that now. It comes down to learning on the job as to when to do that and when not to.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's Stephen Silas's message for his team during the last break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside Porter. Now here's Gordon. Tate finds Wall. It's good. Wall's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Noel, and he gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And stolen by Russell. Pass to Beasley. Passes it to Towns. Fires from deep, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Towns. Beasley's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. The feed to Gordon. And then Gordon with the double.
Eric Gordon has a knack for scoring in big spots of the game. Well done, E.G.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Bang! Your Timberwolves dancer!
Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Edwards, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Russell gets it to go.
And now just having some fun. Russell, you know he likes the big moment. Great confidence and great results.
Here's Wall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
How about Wall? Outstanding at stepping up and delivering a big bucket when it's needed.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And that one falls for John Wall.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Here's Vanderbilt, and he jams it with authority.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the things that makes Wall so tough at his position is his athleticism. He's able to use that to draw fouls inside.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Boy, what a comeback by John Wall. He went 2 years between games after that Achilles injury suffered in 2018. Really good to see him back.
And so John Wall nails both of them.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Out to the right wing. Noel. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. Wall looking it over. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 30 points for John Wall.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there, great feed to an open teammate.
The kick out to Town. There's Noel, and another three for Minnesota.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes. John Wall wants the ball in these situations. A prime-time player who knows how to deliver.
Out to the right wing. Towns is doubled. Back to Russell. And he finishes nicely on the way. Russell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Oh, wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 6. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wall passes to Green. Now here's Wall. Guarded closer. It's full. And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, once John Wall gets a few to drop now, watch out. He's good at keeping that foot on the gas pedal.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
As it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader. You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. To the middle. Towns with the steal. And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Rockets. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And here's Gordon from outside. Cans the 3.
And Gordon has the confidence of his teammates. A prime-time scorer who lives for situations just like these.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Take a break. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
It's money from deep.
And Gordon has no fear, no hesitation, pulling from way downtown. Love seeing him knock down these deep bombs.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're up by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they foul intentionally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, you look so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.